A dog standing on the top of the Pyramid of Giza is no accident. This may be more than just a quirky viral moment. It's a wake-up call, a divine signal, a sign that the world as we know it is shifting. Think about it, a dog, an animal tied to loyalty and protection, ascending one of the most sacred ancient structures on Earth. It's almost like nature itself is sounding the alarm. It's not just a random climb. It's a reflection of something stirring, something far bigger than we realize. There's a reason this happened now. The pyramids have stood for thousands of years, untouched by time, power, and energy. And now, an animal instinctively knows to climb it. If that doesn't make you question what's really happening beneath the surface, what will? Nature is always a step ahead. The real question is, are we paying attention? Animals have always had the ability to sense shifts long before we do. That dog didn't just climb the pyramid for fun. It sensed something. And if a dog is driven by some unseen force to climb one of the most powerful monuments in the world, what does that say about the state of the planet right now? This isn't just about some vague cosmic energy. This is about Earth itself. Something big is coming. Nature, animals, the environment. They're all responding to something massive brewing beneath the surface. And if animals are already reacting, if they're already moving, preparing, sensing, what are we doing? We're standing at the edge of something huge. The Earth is preparing, and this dog on the pyramid might be the loudest signal yet. This is not an isolated event. All over the world, animals are breaking the norm. It's not just a dog on a pyramid. Look around. Strange animal behavior is happening everywhere, and it's impossible to ignore. Birds are flocking in bizarre formations. Whales are beaching themselves in record numbers, and even household pets are acting differently. We've seen countless reports of animals behaving in ways that defy their natural instincts. These aren't coincidences, they are signs. When nature starts behaving out of character, it's time to take notice. Animals have an incredible sense of balance with the world around them. They follow the same rhythms, the same instincts day in and day out, until something shifts. When they begin to act out of the ordinary, it's often a warning, an alert that the natural world is sensing something humans can't yet see. Think about it. In the wild, a dog's instincts would never lead it to scale such heights, especially not an ancient monument. But when nature breaks its own rules, there's always a reason. Take a look at recent reports of birds flying in chaotic swarms, seemingly lost, or migrating at odd times of the year. These creatures, usually so in tune with the Earth's magnetic field, seem confused, disoriented. Even pets like cats and dogs are showing signs of distress, heightened awareness, or strange behavior. Animals sense energy shifts long before humans do, and when they begin to act in ways that defy logic, we need to stop and ask ourselves why. The truth is something big is coming. The pyramid dog is just the beginning. If animals are reacting, we should be too. What if the animals around us, often overlooked, are the guardians of a spiritual realm we can't yet see? When that dog climbed the Pyramid of Giza, it wasn't acting out of random instinct. We often think of them as simple creatures, but what if they're actually far more connected to the spiritual realm? What if they're the silent guardians moving among us, protecting us and guiding us toward the truth? Take a closer look at the role animals play in ancient spiritual traditions. From the loyal dog who guided souls in Egyptian mythology to the wise owl in Native American culture, animals have been seen as spiritual guides and protectors across the globe. So when a dog takes it upon itself to climb to the pinnacle of one of the most powerful spiritual structures on Earth, it's not just following its natural instincts. It's acting as a messenger, a guardian sent to remind us of a deeper connection. Animals are more than just companions. They're sentinels keeping watch over the unseen forces at play. What do these animals know that we don't? They can sense shifts in energy. They can detect the presence of things we can't yet understand. And maybe, just maybe, they're here to lead us to a greater spiritual awareness. Perhaps this dog wasn't just climbing a pyramid. It was showing us that the time for awakening is now. It's a signal to pay attention, to open our eyes to the hidden truths that are slowly being revealed. If animals are acting as our spiritual guardians, what other messages are we missing in the everyday behaviors of the creatures around us? Are they trying to warn us, to guide us, to protect us from forces we don't yet understand? The world isn't waiting for a massive event to signal change. It's happening right now, all around you. We often get caught up in waiting for some grand, earth-shattering moment to tell us that a shift is coming. But the truth is, it's already happening. The dog on the pyramid might be the first dramatic sign you've heard about, but the reality is that small, seemingly insignificant shifts have been unfolding right in front of us for a long time. Most people just aren't paying attention. We're in the middle of a spiritual shift that's reshaping the energy of the planet. And it's not coming. It's already here. Look around you. Do you notice how people seem more restless? How nature is acting differently? Even how you feel has probably changed in ways you can't fully explain. These are the subtle signs, the gentle nudges that the world is entering a new phase. A new energy. The problem is most of us are too distracted to notice. The signs are subtle, but they're everywhere. The shift is already in motion. Are you paying attention? This dog climbing the pyramid is a wake-up call. It's a bold, clear sign that the small shifts we've been ignoring are becoming harder to overlook. The Earth itself is preparing for something bigger. Something that's already taking shape in the spiritual realm and is starting to manifest in the physical world. Don't wait for some massive event to knock on your door and tell you the shift has arrived. It's here, and it's happening now. The only question is, are you paying attention? The more in tune you are with these small, subtle signs, the more prepared you'll be for what's coming next. Because what's coming is not just a spiritual shift. It's a complete transformation of the world as we know it. Anubis, the ancient god with the head of a dog, was no ordinary deity. He was the protector of souls, the guardian of the afterlife. In ancient Egypt, dogs weren't just companions. They were spiritual symbols, and none more so than Anubis. This powerful figure was believed to guide the souls of the dead through the underworld, ensuring they reached their final resting place safely. Anubis stood at the threshold between life and death, between the material world and the spiritual realm. Just as dogs today still stand at the threshold of something far greater than we can understand. When we look at the dog climbing the pyramid, it's hard not to see a reflection of Anubis himself, a reminder of the deep connection dogs have with the spiritual world. In Egyptian culture, dogs were often used to guard tombs and pyramids, standing as protectors not just of physical spaces, but of the spiritual journey beyond. Could it be that this modern dog is fulfilling an ancient role, awakening an energy that has long been dormant? Anubis was more than a god. He was a guide, a protector, and a guardian of the most sacred transitions. The presence of a dog at the top of the Pyramid of Giza is no coincidence. It's as if Anubis himself has returned. Or perhaps the spirit of this canine god has awakened in modern times, showing us that the line between the spiritual and the material is growing thin. We are being reminded that there is more at play than meets the eye. Something powerful and ancient is resurfacing, and it's calling out to us through symbols, through animals, and through the world around us. The pyramid isn't just an architectural wonder. It's a beacon, a powerful symbol that calls out to those who sense the unseen. When that dog scaled the Pyramid of Giza, it wasn't simply a matter of wandering. Out of all the places it could have roamed, why did it choose to ascend one of the most iconic and spiritually charged structures on Earth? We need to understand that the pyramid is more than just a towering mass of stone. It is a symbol of ancient wisdom, a bridge between the past and the present, the physical and the spiritual. The pyramids of Giza have stood as silent sentinels for thousands of years, their origins shrouded in mystery, but their purpose always clear: to serve as portals between realms. Ancient cultures built them not just to commemorate the dead, but to harness energies to connect with forces beyond human understanding. Throughout history, they've been associated with cosmic events, aligning with the stars and planets to channel energies that ripple through time. These ancient structures resonate with an energy that's far older and far more powerful than anything we can fully comprehend today. So what does it mean when a dog, a creature deeply tied to human consciousness and instinct, makes its way to the top of this sacred monument? It's almost as if it was called by something beyond itself, drawn by the energy these structures still radiate. Think about it. Why the pyramid? Why now? We can no longer view this as a simple coincidence. The dog may be responding to forces that are once again awakening, hinting at a greater cosmic movement stirring beneath the surface of our reality. This is not just a quirky incident for the history books. The symbolism of a dog at the top of one of the most revered monuments in the world is profound. The pyramid represents ancient knowledge, wisdom passed down from civilizations that understood the universe in ways we've long forgotten. When animals begin to interact with these symbols, it's a signal that this ancient wisdom might be reawakening, preparing us for something monumental. The past and present are colliding, and the pyramid remains a powerful key to understanding the spiritual shifts happening in our world. When the world shows you something that defies logic, it's time to get ready because a shift is about to happen. Unexplainable events don't just happen randomly. They're markers, clues left behind to warn us that something big is on the horizon. Think about it. A dog climbing a pyramid, birds flying in strange patterns, animals behaving in ways that go against their natural instincts. These things aren't just anomalies, they're signs. The universe is giving us a message, and it's up to us to listen. The truth is, when things that can't be explained start to happen, it's because a significant spiritual shift is approaching. It's like the calm before a storm. The energy is building, the signs are everywhere, and if you're not prepared, you'll be caught off guard by the tidal wave of change that's about to hit. When the world stops making sense, it's because the old order is breaking down. Get ready for the new one. This isn't just about being aware of the signs. It's about preparing yourself for the spiritual and energetic tsunami that's coming. The dog on the pyramid is just the beginning. We're about to witness a shift in energy that will affect every living being on this planet. The unexplainable is happening because the world as we know it is shifting into something new, something we've never seen before. So, what should you do when these unexplainable events start happening more frequently? Don't panic. Prepare. Ground yourself. Connect with your inner spiritual power and get ready for what's coming. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.